Have you ever forgotten everything you wanted to say the moment people started looking at you? What if just one simple trick could make you sound more confident when speaking in public?
Are you afraid of speaking in front of a class, at work, or during a meeting? You're not alone.
Today, you'll learn real English while discovering how to speak confidently in front of any audience.
Don't just watch this video, speak with us, and practice every sentence to improve your English naturally.
Stay until the end because you'll learn useful vocabulary, easy grammar, and practical public speaking tips you can use in real life.
Hey, Eliza, can I ask you something? Have you ever felt nervous when you had to speak in front of other people, like in school, at work, or during a meeting?
Oh, yes, Alex. I think almost everyone feels that way at least once. My hands shake, and sometimes I forget what I want to say.
Yeah, Eliza, that's very common. Today we're going to talk about public speaking, how to become more confident, and some useful English expressions you can use when speaking in front of people. And everyone watching, please speak along with us while you listen. Repeating the sentences will help improve your English speaking skills.
That's a great idea, Alex. Speaking out loud is one of the best ways to practice English.
Exactly, Eliza. Before we continue, let's learn a useful phrase. The phrase public speaking means speaking to a group of people. For example, she enjoys public speaking. It's a noun phrase because it names an activity.
Nice explanation, Alex. Here's another useful word, confident. Confident means feeling sure about yourself and your abilities. For example, I feel confident before my presentation.
Good example, Eliza. Let's also look at the grammar. Listen carefully. I feel confident. We use feel plus adjective. Confident is an adjective because it describes how someone feels.
That's easy to remember, Alex. So we can also say, I feel nervous, I feel excited, or I feel happy. They all use the same grammar pattern. Subject, feel, plus adjective.
Perfect, Eliza. Oh, look, it seems our bus is a little late. While we're waiting, let me ask you another question. Why do you think so many people are afraid of public speaking?
Well, Alex, I think many people worry about making mistakes. They think others might laugh at them or judge them. That fear can make speaking much harder.
That's true, Eliza. But here's an important question. Do people really expect us to be perfect when we speak?
Not really, Alex. Most people just want to understand the message. They don't expect every word to be perfect.
Exactly, Eliza. Let's learn a useful word, audience. An audience is the group of people who are listening or watching a speaker. For example, the audience clapped after her speech.
Great word, Alex. Now let's look at the grammar in that sentence. The audience clapped after her speech. The verb clapped is in the simple past tense because the action already happened.
That's right, Eliza. Another useful expression is make eye contact. It means to look at the people you're speaking to. For example, good speakers make eye contact with the audience.
I like that expression, Alex. It sounds difficult at first, but it's actually easy to understand. Eye contact means looking into someone's eyes while talking. It helps people feel connected to you.
Exactly, Eliza. Now let's explain the grammar. Listen carefully. Good speakers make eye contact. This sentence uses the simple present tense because it tells us a general fact or habit.
That's a good point, Alex. We often use the simple present to talk about facts, routines, and habits. For example, teachers help students. Birds fly. Good speakers make eye contact.
Excellent examples, Eliza. Oh, I see more people arriving at the bus stand. Imagine they all become our audience. What should we do before we start speaking?
First, Alex, we should take a deep breath and smile. A smile helps us look friendly, and a deep breath helps us feel calmer.
That's excellent advice, Eliza. Here's another useful word: pause. A pause is a short stop while speaking. For example, a short pause gives the audience time to understand your ideas.
Nice word, Alex. Let's look at the grammar in that sentence. A short pause gives the audience time. The verb is gives because the subject, a short pause, is singular. In the simple present tense, we usually add s or es to the verb when the subject is he, she, it, or a singular noun.
Perfect explanation, Eliza. Everyone watching, please repeat after us. I can speak with confidence. Again, I can speak with confidence. Repeating sentences like this will make your English speaking skills stronger.
Great job, Alex. The more you practice speaking, the more natural and confident you'll become.
Well, Eliza, I think we've learned many useful tips about public speaking today. We talked about confidence, making eye contact, taking a pause, speaking clearly, and some helpful grammar patterns.
That's right, Alex. We also learned useful words like audience, confident, eye contact, and pause. We explained their meanings and showed how to use them in simple U.S. English sentences.
Exactly, Eliza. Remember, don't be afraid of making mistakes. Every great speaker started as a beginner. The most important thing is to keep practicing and keep speaking.
Absolutely, Alex. And to everyone watching, don't just listen. Please speak with us while you watch the video. Pause the video if you need more time. Repeat every sentence and practice every day. That's one of the fastest ways to improve your English speaking skills.
Thanks so much for practicing with us today, Eliza. I hope our viewers feel more confident about public speaking now.
Me too, Alex. Learning English becomes much easier when you practice a little every day.
Thank you everyone for watching English Practice Zone. If you enjoyed this lesson and want more English conversations like this, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new lesson.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and we'll see you in the next English lesson. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and keep practicing your English.